What's happening, family? It's your boy Trapvision 3D, man, and I'm telling you, man, it's a lovely day out here. I'm out here in the sun, right in front of the crib, man, sitting at the mailbox, man, loving today. I'm just enjoying the day, man. Y'all seen that intro though? Got to give it up to my man AD, man. Fix me up, man. I appreciate you, brother, man. Oh my gosh, dude, I'm more excited, man. But today, man, you already know what it is. It's Tuesday. Some places, man, Taco Tuesday, you feel what I'm saying? But today, man, we about to jump into these divers, man. These pro divers, man. We taking a different look at pro divers, you know what I mean? So here's the deal. Here's the deal, y'all. Here's the deal. I already know, man. There's a lot of watch fanatics out there. There's some people that take this thing serious, but there is a group of people that just do it for fun. Some people do it just because, whatever the case is, man. So we're just taking a different look at the pro diver, you know what I'm saying? Looking at what it may have inspired and maybe the uses for these things and stuff like that, man. The price points, man. So, man, let's go ahead and jump. Y'all already saw what we're doing, so let's go ahead and jump off. Family, we back, man. It's another week. We talking about these pro divers made by the company Invicta. All right, so today we're gonna have a little fun with this, man. So, you know, look, if you see this, when you seen in the preview, this is the Incredible Hulk. This is a pro diver, and I'm gonna let you see from the side angles, man, that this thing isn't quite shaped like your traditional pro diver. That thing is nice, man. It's probably one of the most comfortable builds that they have as far as pro diver. This is actually a scuba, pro diver scuba, and it's a simple piece, man. But as you can see, let's go ahead and take this thing on a test drive. Now this thing got a silicone strap on it, all right? And the purpose of this piece, like for me, was really, I like Incredible Hulk. It's one of my favorite characters in the Marvel universe. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with, I know people like doing cosplay and stuff like that, man. But when people are going out looking for certain items to match up with the character that they like the most, be it Wolverine, Loki, or whatever, some people dress up. You know, I've seen people dress up like Spider-Man. I think the most popular costume I've ever seen was Deadpool. But you got people that will walk in. Like when the Avengers came out, I literally got the Incredible Hulk t-shirts, man. You know, I had the hat, and of course I had, you know, the green J's to go along with it, man. But this right here, man, when I saw it, I was like, you know what? I wasn't really into a whole bunch of the character watches, but the alternative was going to Walmart, finding a watch, or like one of the local stores that may have a watch. And I know Citizen had a line, but like it not at the time this came out. Citizen hadn't come out with those characters just yet. So I wanted something to match, you know, with the characters I like. So I showed up to the theater with this watch on that I got from the Invicta cruise. And there were a few people that noticed it off top, was like, dude, where'd you get an Incredible Hulk watch from, bruh? And then when they saw the Invicta, one person knew it was like, oh, Invicta make those? They didn't know they made character watches. Now, I understand that everybody don't get down with the characters and stuff like that all the time, you know what I mean? But like this one is one that I'm not gonna say it's too kiddie. You know, it's pretty decent, you know. Now the movement on here, it is a TMI movement, Japanese movement, and TMI is the same people that Seiko, pretty much. Simple, like the case back, got the Marvel and Invicta. This is a number limited, so should you get this watch, if you're into characters, if you can find it, I would definitely recommend it, man. Plus having that movement inside, it's not bad. It's not bad. And like I said, with that date complication on it like that, the date and the date, that was another thing that sold me on this watch. So let's move on to the next. Yeah, so now we have a basic pro diver. This is just your regular pro diver, man. It got a little flavor to it, man. So let's dive into this piece. All right. So unlike the previous watch, the Incredible Hulk had the silicone strap. This one has a polyurethane strap, and it is a lot stiffer than the other one. Now this one, you see, has the scuba logo on there, but it's more sporty than anything, man. You see that grading right there? This is a watch that I use. I got this solely for the dial. Well, let's get a good look at it. You see how it has the carbon fiber in it? So this makes this watch pretty sporty. It has the date on it. The only thing, you know what, when I bought this watch, And I just encourage you guys to do your research before you purchase a watch. Because here's the deal. All of us are buying watches for different reasons. Some people are collecting. Some people are using these for reviews. Some people are, you know, like testing it because you want the more bang for your buck. You know, and hopefully I can, you know, provide some of those things, man. I can't provide all this because I'm looking at it from a fun type of, you know, collection point. You know, everybody's not where I am in collecting, and I don't expect everybody to be. Do I get serious with my collection? I do. I didn't with this one, and I'm gonna tell you why. The only reason I bought this watch was because of the carbon fiber. I love carbon fiber, but lately I've been using this to work out in, man. It's breathable. And that keeper, that thing's solid, man. This thing is nice. So that's what I mainly use this for. This has that PC32 in it, and as far as movements is concerned, I really don't like that movement, man. It is very, like, on this one, it's very sloppy. This has lost. Now here's the crazy thing: is over the course of let's say, I've had this watch for 2.5 years. I've probably lost maybe 4 minutes. So this thing is 4 minutes slower for the year, right? But I beat this thing up, got it wet, sweat in it, you know, and it still hold up. You know, got the Invicta logos everywhere. Case back is pretty decent. I like the case back on it. But I just primarily, when I go work out, this is a beater watch for me. You know, it still has the, you know, directional click. Pretty, and it's sort of mechanical sounding. It's pretty stiff, so I wouldn't use it. The water depth ratio on this thing not that great, plus it's push pull, so it's not really like the best watch. They do have this in like Jason Taylor, and that one has a different engine in it. I would get that one over this one, like if you want to just have a sturdier watch or something with a different engine in it, so to speak. It's sturdy though. You know, I paid $50 for this watch. And I don't think I, you know, wasted a lot of money with it. Like I said, I've had it for going on 3 years now. Haven't changed the battery just yet, and it's held up. Sport watch. Man, it comes in multiple colors. So if you can find this one, something that you want to throw on to go work out, go for a run or walk or something like that, or even just walk around the house seeing that we can't go nowhere right now, grab it. Now we hit that big boy. Oh, look at that there. Let's get into it. All right, family. Last but not least, we have the Hydromax. But I thought you said this was Prodiver. It is. Still a Prodiver. And you see the guy, the cool guy with the hat with the skull on the back. But you see what that says? It's Prodiver. Now, what is this watch? Look at how thick it is. And you see the iridescent, man. I can tell you this right now. I know some will be like, oh, that's sweet. Some will be like, that's stupid big. And here's crazy. You see that? This watch literally took me down this rabbit hole of researching. And I've covered this type of watch. I may have even covered this watch last year. But I did some digging in it, man. And I tell you what, when Invicta made this watch, it is a spitting image of... There's a watch that Rolex made called the Deep Sea Challenge, I believe. And it was made in 2013. I actually looked at the history of that watch. And even the Deep Sea. It's a sea dweller. And I will say this. I can understand from the perspective of some of the Rolex people out there that, you know, may be upset with Invicta when it comes to the designs, but you can't knock it really. I mean, you can, but I look at it like this. Invicta made this watch, and this is a spitting image of that Deep Sea Challenge. It won't go as deep as that Deep Sea Challenge, I can tell you that right now, but it is 1,000 meters, and it's a screw down crown, all right? Mineral crystal, I was like, but like the abalone, this one right here is like, I feel like the engineers at Invicta said, you know what, we can make a watch similar to that, cut the price, because that's what they do, because people may want to get into something like this. Here, let me show you this real quick. And yeah, I'm one-handed because I'm holding the camera in my hand. Didn't want the stand is sitting in the house somewhere. So got that scissor style deployment clasp on it, right? But then here's another feature right here. You squeeze that in and that comes out. That's for people that's going diving. You could put, you know, put this around your scuba gear. Somebody like me, I got this watch because the way it looked, I didn't even know the history of the style or the design of the watch. I didn't know the history, you know, and I just happened to look into it and I said, like, that little feature right there, man, helium. So as you're coming back up, man, it traps gas, like gases that's trapped inside your watch that would normally ruin it. That will disperse it safely so you can continue to wear your watch. And once it's done dispersing gas, I take it that thing will go back in. I will never know because I will never dive that far down. There is a lot of history in people doing the deepest dive. There were two men that actually did this back in the 60s, completed it, and it was crazy, man. Like, I'll link it in the description at the bottom, man. I'll recommend you guys, like, that part of history was dope. But this right here, man, as you can tell, Invicta does this cross between fashion and literal quality, because anybody knows fashion watches right now, fashion watches go out, you know, with trends. But I will beg to differ with some that say, hey, some trends go out of style and will never return. There is this word, or there's this thing, feeling within the watch community saying that the bigger watches, because this is a 52 millimeter, this is a chunky watch. It is stupid big, right? I think the biggest watch, one of the biggest watches that they make as far as, you know, depth. And I don't believe that the size of a watch will ever go away. But this is more of like personal style. You know, what would you wear this with? Oh, whatever you desire. If you went to the iridescent, this came in different colors, like the actual shell on this thing. Just check it out. That's abalone shell on there. Mine just happened to be green, but they have purple. They have like, I think it was like 3 different colors. Now, I would recommend getting the reserve version of this one though. They don't have the iridescent, but they do have other styles, real nice style. All in all, I think this is a pretty dope watch. You know, with the style and everything, the health, the quality, the links are pretty decent, man. It served its purpose. I like it. It's an attention getter, but I would recommend getting the reserve version of this, man. But I want to just say this one thing, man. In watch collecting, it's really, it comes down to personal preference, really. You know, and I don't mind covering the pro divers and stuff like that. I have some other watches in my collection that I will actually put out. I got some new stuff coming. I got some stuff for ladies. I will do that if you guys want to see some more lady stuff or see an entire lady watch collection. I can do that, man. Just leave it down in the description, man. I got you on that one. In about 2 weeks, man, we're going to be saluting the watch that's coming in. Yup. Keyword, salute. And with that being said, family, man, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be safe out there. Be safe, be safe, be safe. Mask, clean, all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Y'all be blessed, man.